Hi, this is Barry Enerson from the Trade Ideas Live Trading Room. It is Wednesday, April the 29th. This is the address to get into the room, and you can log in with your Facebook or your Twitter account. Okay, well, this was another active day for me, and it was FOMC day, which this is, I think, the third in a row. Generally, they on the FOMC minutes day, they release the minutes at 2 p.m. The market can get really sleepy for about 3 hours ahead of time, or ahead of the 2 p.m. release. But for the last, this is the third one in a row, I believe, that it's been really active. So let me just show you what happened at 2 p.m. Here's when the minutes were released. You can see there was an initial, these are 1 minute candles, the initial pop down, then a big pop up, and then it looked like it was going to give it up again, and then it's rallied, and now it looks like it's going to hold the, this is where the SPY was before the minutes were released, so it's above that now. And there's an hour and a half left in the market, so can't say for sure, of course, that it's going to hold over this level, but it looks like the volatility is over for now. So let's take a look at the trades I did, and there were a lot of trades I did today. I had a couple of really nice ones, and let's get to the first one first. This is not a great one. It didn't. I was okay in that I made some money on it, but it wasn't didn't do what I was hoping it would do. Mastercard. I've got this alert on my, let's see, at 9:43 at 92.74 was the alert. So it was what happened right here. This is in my custom long strategy. It's a basically it's a strategy that looks for momentum plays. And um, in the past, though this one is a little bit early, I usually don't like to take trades on this momentum strategy in the first half hour, but I decided to take this one on MasterCard. And it's hard to see here. I'm going to have to read it out to you. 92.98 is where I actually got in, and I sold some right here at 93.40. So not a bad pop, but it just didn't continue. And on its way down, I took a small loss on the second half. I think that's 92.90 or 90, yeah, 92.90. I think it's 96 or 94. I can't read it quite yet, but it's right down there. So it didn't work out that well, and luckily I didn't hold on as it just basically faded for the rest of the day. IRM. IRM came from the bounce alerts. Now, the bounce alerts actually, we had a lot of them today. And this one came at 35.76 at 10 o'clock. So let me just back this out over here. So what was that? 35.76. So the alert would have been right in this level, sorry, right down here. So you can see what's happening. Why I'm alerted to it, I have a bunch of 5 minute candles down in a row. It's down a certain dollar amount. And so I took the trade right here as it looked like it was putting at a bit of a bottom. These two tails are almost at the same spot, 35.72 and 35.76. So to me, it looked like a bottom was being put in. But more importantly for me is that it broke through the whole number. And so I took the trade right here at 36.07. Sol was, looked like it was going to really continue up, but it stalled right here. And as it stalled, I took out some right here at 36.30, and then the balance here at 36.11, as it looked like it was just going to give it up again. And again, luckily I did that. It really collapsed for the rest of the day. And I No, this is not the one. I think I traded another one twice. So that was it for IRM. Now, the big one for the day. This one came on the turnaround strategy. Now, originally I was alerted to this. This was an an oversold strategy that I have. 66.76, but it came really early at 9:35. So remember that number 66.76. I actually think I have it marked. So yes, I do. 67.76. So it happened right here. And what happened is it did pop, but it came right back down again. And I have to tell you that the spread was really bad on this one. I mean, the spread sometimes was 60, 70 cents. Very hard for me to commit to taking getting in on something in which when you look at your P&L, you're already down a lot. And so But it started putting a bottom here, so I kept watching it. And when you look at this, it looks obvious that, well, just take it right here. Here's where the alert was, and when it broke through, just take it. Problem is, this went way too quickly for me to catch it. It would have been a chase. Yes, it would have worked, but I can't take that chance. So I waited on it though, and it pulled back a little bit. But again, even all these candles here, the spread was really still bad. And finally, though, on this right here, for whatever reason, at 69.52, I think the bid was 69.46 and the ask was 69.52. It tightened up again for whatever reason to about 6 cents. So I thought I'm taking the trade. So I took the trade right here at 69.52 and really got rewarded. These are 5-minute candles, but this actually was 2 minutes. I was in and out of this trade in 2 minutes. 671.31. I sold everything. Wasn't going to take any chances with this based on the spread widening again. So almost a $2 gain in less than 2 minutes for this one. So this turned into a really rewarding trade. TSS. TSS was again one of my longs. I think it's right. Let's see. Here was okay. 1 second. Yes, TSS came on my another one of my custom long trades or alerts, and it came at $40.38. And again, it's sort of a momentum play. Now, these didn't really work that well today, to be honest. Um, the market was down for most of the day, and I see it's rallied quite a bit since the FOMC, but the market was down for most of the day. So you can't expect that your momentum longs, your bounces, things like that will work as well when the market is down. Even though the other one, the ACHC, worked really well, but this one did not work. I took the trade right here at 40.45. This was the alert at 40.38. I took the trade here, and I sold almost immediately at the alert price of 40.38, and it really has done nothing. Now it did pop afterwards, but I just couldn't find a good entry, and to me it was just too choppy. So I basically didn't want to follow it anymore. Now the other good one was HURN, and let's just see. I want to see if HURN is still on this list. And it is. This was on the up and down most in dollars list that I have, and it's still down $5.43. And at this point, it was, it was probably at the top of the list when it was down to $58 and watched it. Now, Dennis in the room was talking about this trade for quite a while and, consolidated quite a bit. And again, it had the problem of being a very spready stock. But I said in the room that if it got over $61, there's $61, that's 61.06 right there, that spike. So I said if it got over $61, I would probably take the trade. The problem is that it really popped quickly. But the spread wasn't terrible. It wasn't great, but it wasn't terrible. And so I took the trade here at 61.58 right there. And again, I think I was out of this trade in about 3 minutes. I took most of it out right here at 62.50, almost a dollar on this. And then as it slid down, I got out of it at 61.80. Kind of shook me out because then it just really popped up. I mean, that was it. That almost broke my heart. I got up to $65. Remember, I'm in at 61.58. But this shook me out. I mean, this could just as easily had collapsed. So, it's just the breaks. You just never know what's going to happen, especially on these ones that are trying to come back and are very spready. The other one I took was Joy, and Joy did not work out. Joy was actually one that I had thumbnailed. It was one of those ones that had some activity, I think, a couple of days ago, and so it was still on one of my charts, and so it caught my eye on this action right here, on this beautiful consolidation, and I thought, okay, this is nice consolidation. Here was the pop. I took the trade at 52.59. Looked like it was going to work. It was going up to 42.59. It made its way to 42.69, but then it immediately just fell back. And so I exited the trade at 42.51. And you can see what happened after that. It definitely turned into a decent trade. Nothing spectacular. I mean, it's less than a dollar, but this shook me out. And again, this got all the way down to 42.41, and it could have just kept going down. You just never know. So, I'm fully prepared to, get out of trades really quickly if they work against me, even if afterwards, they look really good. It's just one of those things. It's just my style of trading. I would it would bother me a lot more if this stock kept going down and I held on, and then I would kick myself for not getting out with a small loss. If I had kept watching it, I could have got in later, but I think I was on to other things at that point. CNC was the last one, and CNC just didn't want to work. This was in the healthcare sector, and we noticed that healthcare plans, UNH, I think, was another one that was really beaten up today. You can see now it has rallied, but it had really gone down too, and so CNC was in the same sector and kept trying to find a pop on this one. This again was alerted to it on this particular alert window, not alert window, but top list. So it was showing up constantly and kept trying to, and it actually showed up on my bouncers too. So certainly it was on my radar trying to find a way to get on this. And, it had a little pop here but it was a little too erratic. And then, as it kept coming down, I love it when they keep going down because it just means that the balance can be a lot sweeter. And, when it popped down through 64 and then back up through 64, I thought, okay, now's the time. So I took the trade right here at 64.12. It, it had a brief little look at 64.35. It looked like it was going to go keep going, but on this action, I exited basically at my buy at 64.12. So basically no gain, no loss on this one, but it was frustrating and it has chopped around. So, I'm going to watch this one tomorrow, though. I'm going to watch these healthcare stocks tomorrow, or these healthcare plan stocks tomorrow. I don't know why they were down today, but, typically, not typically, but they could have a nice rally tomorrow. So that is it. It was an active day. I'm kind of bushed. I had to watch a lot of things. There's another hour and 15 left in the market, so I may do some trading, once I finish this video. But certainly the ACHC trade was a great trade, as was the HURN. And, the ACH, this one, a lot of people would say to me, well, why would you possibly take this? It's already bounced almost $3 since the low. But you just never know. And these stocks, especially the ones that are spready, if the spread can tighten at any time and you can get it at the right moment, you can be really rewarded. And that's exactly what happened on this one. All right, voice is going on me now. So let me just bring back the cover page. Here again is how to get into the room. Log in with your Facebook or Twitter account, and I hope to see you in the trading room tomorrow.